Good evening. Thank you for being here tonight. And we begin with the arrest of a Jewish teenager who police say terrorized Jewish centers in the United States and beyond by calling in and emailing bomb threats. CBS 2's Jessica Moore live outside the Jewish Center on the Upper West Side with reaction and how investigators track this young man down. Jessica?
Well, Dana, we don't know the suspect's name yet, but we do know his M.O. Investigators say he hid behind the veil of cyber anonymity and terrorized Jewish communities across the country and around the world. The FBI and Israeli law enforcement announcing a major development in the fight against the recent bomb threats on Jewish schools and community centers across the U.S.
Identifying a suspect who allegedly did the majority of these bomb threats, I think, can bring some relief to the institutions that experience these, and so for that sense, we're relieved.
That suspect, hiding his face in an Israeli court this morning after being arrested, is a 19-year-old man with dual U.S.-Israeli citizenship. Investigators say the man is accused of terrorizing his own community.
I think it's ironic that he's Jewish. One would have thought that somebody that is posing a threat to the Jewish community would be an anti-Semite, somebody who has something against the Jewish community.
Police accuse him of using advanced camouflage technologies to hide his identity, sending dozens of emails and calls threatening Jewish community centers across the U.S. and the world with bombs. The Anti-Defamation League received 2 similar threats at its New York office.
No one comes to work, expecting to have to contend with a bomb threat. Whether it turns out to be not real, it doesn't really matter in that sense. It is still very disruptive. Thank God all of these were hoaxes, but they still have incredible impact in these communities.
Even with their prime suspect arrested, security experts remain vigilant as we approach the Jewish high holidays.
Now that Passover is coming, we may see copycats doing this, but they'll be investigated and dealt with accordingly as well.
One thing we don't want is now, because there's been some resolution on these bomb threats, and now these Jewish institutions ratchet back on their security protocols. They ratchet back on their diligence.
The suspect is also accused of making threats to JCCs in Australia and New Zealand. The man's lawyer says he suffers from a brain tumor, which he argues affects the suspect's behavior. The